with this new Pisces moon. Fully into the year of the horse. Here we go. Riding it into the next destination. So happy new moon in Pisces. Hello, hello. Let's see what's going on here. What's going on? Is this working? Hi, guys. Welcome. Hi. New table setup, new everything. So how are you this Pisces new moon? Good. Good. Okay, well, you know the drill, kids. Please hit the like button and subscribe, and let me know how you are, how it resonates, what's going on, all that jazz. Let's turn that off. Okay, well, we'll get started as usual. So welcome to Magic Rabbit Tarot. I am Salena, here with Satnin, the Magic Rabbit. Of course, she hasn't been on camera for a while because we don't have a setup big enough for it all. But happy new moon in Pisces. So we're going to start with Pisces and go through as we always do. So if you have a yes or no question, please drop it now. But you got to hit the like button and subscribe. That's what I ask in return. So where are you at right now? Where are you calling from? How is the new moon in Pisces affecting you already? New setup, new state, new everything for me, kids. That's the year of the horse. Washing right through, getting it done. All right, guys, let's get this party started. So welcome to Magic Rabbit Tarot. Again, my name is Salena, if you're new here. This is Satnin, my Magic Rabbit. She is not with us at the moment. I mean, she's here, but she's not on the camera. But that's not unusual. So let me know if you have a question. I'm here for personal readings as well as all signs. You're good enough, right? Good enough. Good enough. Put the other rabbit over here by the magician. Put it back here. All right, so every new and full moon, I always meditate with the Ethereal Visions Luna Tarot. That's how we roll around here. I only use this deck on my new and full moons unless someone has a special request for it. Then I will respect that request, of course, and use it. But otherwise, I only use it for this. I do take it out when I bend. I'll use it on the new and full moons at the time. But let's get this party started. So we start with Pisces because we always start in the moon, whoever we're in. And if you're new here, welcome. I'm Salena. Once again, I've been reading tarot for 30 years, 30. So hopefully the sound is okay. Yes and no is free, but I'm also here for personal readings. So reading tarot for 30 years, I've been verified as a clairvoyant and psychic. I'm a great reader. I'm only on here every once in a while. So if you want a personal reading, now's the time to get it. Otherwise, we're going to start with Pisces. So this is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, and all Pisces placements. So it doesn't matter where Pisces is in your chart or if you even have it in your main chart. But probably mostly for Pisces, Pisces Moon, Sun, Rising, maybe Venus might resonate. You got to check all your signs and your placements. So without further ado, since no one has any questions, no one wants a personal reading. And if you want a personal reading, I will stop and pause the all signs readings. You'll take priority, and I will timestamp it later for everyone else. I always timestamp anyway, so it's okay to stop it in the middle of the stream. If you gotta go, you gotta go. If you don't want to wait, you don't want to wait, right? All right, guys, here we go. So I have a new Star Wars. I'm like, this is perfect, Star Wars. I was gonna put the moon up, but I'm like, no. Oh, the Rebels in reverse. Whoa. I did that the wrong way. Anyways, they're all upside down too. That's very Piscean. I didn't even notice that. I saw this. I'm like, Star Wars, but everything's upside down. Well, that's very Piscean. The Hangman, right? That's your card. So here you go, Pisces. What is the... Well, the first message is you're getting to calmer waters. So I always use the Ethereal Visions Luna Edition for my new and full moon readings. And I have in here Matt Hughes's Dreamscape Oracle as well. So we might be getting Oracle. So you're getting to calmer waters with what, Pisces? With what? What is Pisces getting to calmer waters with? A manifestation you've been trying to get to fruition. So this card is a well. It's one of the extra oracles in this deck. I'm like, where's my wand? It's packed up somewhere. And word and looking for signs with this. Ooh, and you're manifesting Pisces. Great. Well, new moon is a time to manifest, and nothing better than a magician to manifest. It's taken a long time. So there's a sea turtle. This card is a oracle from the Dreamscape Oracle by Matt Hughes, and it's all about how sea turtles have a long and arduous journey. You know, they come back. I think they had to swim, I don't know, 3,000 miles or something across the ocean to come back and mate again. She might be returning to a mate or getting to calmer waters with that, but I really feel like whatever this is you're trying to manifest has taken a long time. And then finally, we have the Death Mother. Oh my. Well, this is not a great card. This is the card of someone or something in your life that is very toxic. And this might have been preventing you from manifesting a situation. So what I'm seeing here, Pisces, is you're finally starting maybe to let go of either your own narcissistic tendencies, because this is literally the card of a narcissist. I don't know what else to say. Something that has its pull on you, could be drug addiction, could any kind of addiction, doesn't have to be a person, but tendencies within yourself or someone else. So maybe you're overcoming that. And at the bottom of the deck, I have the Judgment card. Wow, incredible. Well, Pisces, you're making a judgment. So the overall energy for the bottom of the deck is, hey, how's it going, Timmy? How are you? Timmy Frying Guy, welcome. Please hit the like button and subscribe. And if you have a yes or no, let me know, and I'll drop it in the chat. I'm gonna use this. I want to get a different. Get a power card oracle here. That's very Piscean. So the Judgment card here is telling me that you've made a judgment to get to calmer waters about something you've been trying to manifest, and something's been in your way. I don't know if this is you in your own way or just energy of some narcissistic energy, maybe a person, maybe even a mother, you know. Not every mother is a loving and warm refuge, right? So underneath this, oh yeah, very toxic. So you were attracted to this thing like a moth to a flame, this very powerful person. Maybe they were born in the year of the horse. So that's a Palomino. The year of the horse is 2002, I think. And 1990, 1978, and then before that would be 66. So yeah, now some scales have been balanced, and it's time to end something that's been very painful. So put those back there, Pisces. I see that you are making the Judgment call to do that. So stand in your power. Thank you, Timmy. How are you? Hey, Taz, how are you, sweetie? Man, lots of big stuff happening here, honey. I haven't seen you in a while. I'm at a new place, in a new space. I got a new setup. The like button, you guys. It really does help the algorithm. So I'm going to get a power. This is going to be the oracle muse for the full new moons today, the new moon. So Pisces, looks like you're making a judgment call, or you're being urged to make a judgment call to get to calmer waters around this manifestation that's taken a long time. And the only thing that's standing in your way is this energy. So I don't know if this is you or someone else. You're hanging. Me too, honey. Me too. Like, it's crazy. Don't worry. We haven't. The 20th is when really the new year starts. Okay. I've been very busy and had a lot going on. I was in a blizzard last week. I left Illinois. It was 59 degrees and drove into Iowa, and it was a blizzard. It was kind of a big deal. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I just moved. So hello to everybody. Pisces gang. Whoop whoop. All right, Pisces, what's your card? Oh my God, the snake. You are a healer. So we just finished the year of the snake. So maybe Pisces, in the year of the snake, you went through a lot of challenges. And it took a long time. And Spirit is saying, you know, you've made this judgment call, or you need to, if you haven't, to let go of this narcissistic energy or person to heal. So Pisces, you're the snake. It's time to heal something. So I'm going to go ahead and read this. Get rid of any snakes in your life, Pisces, and please don't be one yourself. It says, the healing gifts you possess are not actually yours. They emanate from the divine spirit and are grounded in your body. Ooh, that's the truth. This is true for everybody. 2 areas are hot spots for you to concentrate of the life force are your heart and your hands. Interesting, Pisces. So maybe you need to take your heart to your hands and do some healing on yourself. It says additional associations, rebirth, sexuality, transmutation, and transformation. So you might be going through something that's been quite painful, letting go of this person, place, or thing. It says, keep yourself energetically clear. An effective way to clear your heart and hands is to purge them by bathing them with white light, allowing psychic debris to be cleansed off. Well, Pisces, you are a sponge. And so anything you're around psychically is going to affect you. You are purifying if you're around negative people. It says, don't fear your healing power. It's your destiny to relieve the suffering of others. And as you do, you transform your own suffering from this and other lifetimes. Wow. That is healing no matter what the form is. Okay, Pisces, that's a pretty powerful message. You're very powerful. You already knew that. You should know that by now, right, Pisces? And you're a healer. So whatever this is, it's preventing you from moving forward in this long journey you've been taking and trying to manifest. It's time. So this is your new moon, Pisces. If you don't do it now, when are you going to do it? You got the moon in Pisces and the sun in Pisces. We're going Aries, Neptune, and everything's moving forward on the 20th. Now is the time, Pisces. It's time for you to charge forward. So there you go, Pisces. That's what I got. Okay. Now, do any of you guys have a question? Taz, did you have a question? Yeah, I just moved out of Florida. I've been trying to leave Florida since 2020, and COVID got me stuck there, and then other many things happened in my life. And so now we finally moved forward because the year of the horse was like, no, girl, no, girl, no. No, girl, no, you gotta go. So I'm out of Florida. Hallelujah, hallelujah. It was not giving. The first couple years was. The last 10, not so much. Okay, moving on to Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. So here I am in my new space and place. Got my Star Wars set up. I was going to do that. Pisces is kind of like a space cadet, so Star Wars is perfect, and then I put it upside down, which also makes sense because it's very Piscean. All right, so does anyone have a question? Yes, no, maybe? Anyone? Yeah, if you have a yes or no question, just drop it in the chat. Otherwise, we're going to bubble on. And if you want a personal reading, that's why I'm really here. I'm a Cancer. I'm a Cancer stellium with a Scorpio rising and a Taurus moon. It didn't get much dreamier and psychic-ier and grounded, though I'm not like Pisces. I got my feet on the ground. For real. We love Pisces. But I'm sitting here staring at Elvis Parsley, my triple Pisces, and he's like staring off into space. I'm like, Elvis, are you okay? You know, because bunnies had to travel and it was rough on them. But they're fine. They're perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. He's perfectly fine. But he was disassociating as he does. My bunny. Yeah. Well, my bunny, Elvis Parsley, he's a triple Pisces. Triple Pisces with strong Aries placements. And he is such a space madly in love. So, all right, Aries. Moving on. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node. Whoa, Aries, you're popping up. Okay, looks like you are too. Also trying to manifest something. Well, this is new moon energy, Aries, so this is the time. The artist card here is about something you're trying to manifest. So this is a card suggesting you write it down. We've got Hermes here. He's writing down the dreams of the future to deliver the message from the past. So the fawn is a gift coming in. So this is good, Aries. You've been trying to manifest something, and now you have a gift coming in. So I like this. Woo, what was that? Oh my gosh, Aries, it's a new beginning in love, whether it's with yourself or a passion project or with someone else. But it looks like this gift is coming in. Whoa, fast. Look at that. Chariot energy, Cancer energy. It's coming in fast. Well, after somebody may have been holding back, maybe you or someone else. I don't know if you were saving up or holding back. So you could be dealing with a Cancer here, Aries, but we have this gift of you manifesting this new beginning in love swiftly, moving forward swiftly. So again, it could be a Cancer you're dealing with, or that's just the sign that's showing you that it's going to happen quick, baby. Ooh, and then we have more psychic energy, the Pisces Cancer card right here. So you could be dealing with a Cancer, strong Cancer energy. Maybe they were holding back or you were holding back, and now they want to fight because there's signs and synchronicities here that your ancestors are calling you to go celebrate. All right, and be faithful after a lot of disappointment. Okay, it's no bueno. So I feel like this period of waiting is over. The Wounded Warrior. I don't know why you had to wait so long or what you were holding back for, but there's a gift. So we're going to see what your power animal oracle card is. What do we got, Aries? Let's see. How are you going to make this happen? Are you going to accept this gift? Do you have a gift to some? This could be you offering a gift to someone else, right? Maybe a Cancer. Owl. Whoa, and what I just say about omens and the signs. Pay attention to the signs. Thank you, Spirit. I love it whenever I say something and then immediately the cards are like, yep, that's what it was that you needed to say. So there are signs and synchronicities and indications here. It says wisdom, shadow, secrecy, and magician. Ooh. Okay, Aries. Pay attention to signs. To find the answers you're seeking, it's extremely important to pay attention to the signs, especially repetitive ones. These are clues you can see, hear, or feel around you. Sometimes they're subtle, sometimes they're obvious. These messages may come through a conversation you overhear, a newspaper line you happen to glance at, a friend calling on the phone, or any other number of things. The key is to be open to the most auspicious time for guidance in these forms. They are not random occurrences. Okay, so Aries, the signs and synchronicities that you're seeing are not random. They are heralding this gift that either you're giving or you're receiving. Although they appear outside of your skin, they're responding to the call your soul is making, whether you're aware of it or not. These omens are manifestations of Spirit's direction. Don't overanalyze them, but do heed them by observing with all your senses the wisdom of the natural world and even human-made world. This is just basically, reconfirming that when we receive signs and synchronicities, it's not just ordinary, especially if we're on a spiritual path. Okay, moving on from Aries into Taurus. So we just go through, start with Pisces this time. Usually Pisces is last, but when it's their moon, they get to be first. Okay, only 2 people here. Well, welcome to those 2. How you doing, everybody? Happy new moon in Pisces. Everything is very dreamy. I have been so jacked up on fucking coffee this last week. I feel like that's like what I'm like. I'm in Pisces land. I need to drink more water and stop drinking coffee. I'm on tea right now. Okay. Elvis is taking a nap. Elvis Parsley, my Pisces, triple Pisces bunny. Okay, moving on to Taurus. Oops, that's me. Taurus. I'm a Taurus moon. Taurus, sun, moon, and rising. Where are my Taurans at? Whoop, whoop. Where are my Taurans at? Taurus, how are you? Please hit the like button and subscribe. And you know what? I'm going to text my Taurus friend right now. Okay. Taurus, sun, moon, rising, Venus, north node. It's so quiet. Why is it so quiet? Everybody's Piscean out, huh? Uh-oh, Taurus, what's going on? All right. Somebody here is hiding their feelings. We got strong Scorpio energy. You could have Scorpio in your chart, or maybe you are hiding these feelings. So whenever a card comes out sideways, it's not reversed and it's not upright. It's in between the two. Someone might be a little emotionally manipulative or hiding their feelings, or a combination of some. Steve, what's next? Ooh, someone that you're attracted to, like a moth to the flame, or vice versa. Something that you very much want, may not be very healthy for you. Maybe this person, this Taurus, that's your opposite. Scorpio, someone that you want to be a faithful lover who's doing their shadow work because something needed to change. All right, Taurus, so maybe this is you, maybe someone else, but the harpy eagle is your ancestors looking at you with the stern face. I found out their wingspan is 7 feet, up to 7 feet long. They're like humans in a bird outfit. Their wingspan, they're not that tall, but they're huge birds. And this card in particular is about you changing something in your life that your ancestors have been begging you to do. And it's looking right at the night, which is a shadow work. So you're not in your power, and you could be dealing with somebody who also isn't in their power, and they're doing the shadow work right now. They want to be faithful. Maybe you've been faithful to this person. You're very drawn to them, very attracted to them. Maybe they weren't healthy, or you weren't healthy in this attraction. Ooh, and at the bottom of the deck, I have the King of Wands. So there are 2 kings here. Interestingly enough, they look similar in this deck. They're both holding wands, wandy kings, very attractive. So you could be dealing with a Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo, or this is just you taking your power back and starting to heal the shadow side of yourself that has been hiding emotions that your ancestors have been trying to point you to heal. Yeah, there's this gift coming in so that you can move forward. Ooh, something needed to change. Okay, strong Scorpio energy coming through, Taurus. So the King of Wands, I don't know. Again, is this you or someone else? Is this you that needs to change? Could be same-sex situation, but it doesn't matter either way. Regardless, they're both coming up as masculine energies, and this could just be an aspect of yourself the hiding of your emotions. You're really attracted to someone. You want to be faithful, and Spirit is saying you need to do your shadow work. Or someone or something that you've been very faithful to, who's ignoring you, is put you to do your shadow work, and now you're standing in your power because a gift is coming in. Yeah, and you're moving forward. So maybe you've been waiting for someone or something to change. Oh, the King of Wands, the Queen of Wands. Wow. All right. This is a matchup here. You're learning about something, someone holding back. Interesting. Taurus, this is sexy. We got a man, lady threesome here. What's going on, Taurus? It's just all you, aspects of you, or there are other people? Well, maybe this is it. Maybe something you were super duper attracted to wasn't showing the feelings, and you were faithful to it anyways. Someone manipulative, someone kind of hiding something. You did shadow work because your ancestors are staring at you, or they're, if you haven't had it's time to, so that you can stand in your power and meet your actual match. So if you're coming up with this is King or Queen of Wands, then the King or Queen of Wands is your match, not the King or Queen of Cups. So time to be more proactive is what I'm hearing, Taurus. Time to kind of like take the bull by the, what did they say? Take the bull by the horns, the reins, the horns, what? Okay, let's get a card for you here from the Animal Oracles. See what advice is. Get a little more clarity on this. Black Panther, follow your passion. Yeah, exactly what I said. Stop. There's something you're really attracted to here that you have been faithful to. Maybe it caused you to do shadow work, or you needed to do shadow work around it. And now you have this King and Queen of Wands matchup. So there's passion. Follow your passion. So if you were hiding something from yourself or someone else, Spirit is saying it's time to follow your passion. Taurus could be dealing with the Pisces because we do have their card, but this is just further confirmation that you need to actually follow your heart. Don't try to hide it. All right, additional associations: sensuality, strength, clarity, and solitude. Well, sensuality, who's more sensual than the King and Queen of Wands? Oh, hello, hubba hubba, fire, fire. It says, the winding road of your life with all its twists and turns, expected and unexpected, has brought you to this point. Well, maybe that's what this is. Like, you were faithful to someone who was repressing their emotions, and you've done shadow work because your spiritual guides were like, listen, why are you attracted to this person that's not only bad for you, but doesn't even express themselves? And you're like, I don't know, man. I'm a Taurus. I'm stubborn. I like what I like. And you've done the shadow work, or you're doing it, or you're urged to do it. And now you have a gift coming in of a King or Queen of Wands, an actual match for someone who is equally as passionate as you. You're feeling, this is a good reading to have under a Pisces new moon. You're faring quite well, yet there's an urgent need that you're feeling in your bones and your soul, the need to express more fluently your true self, your inner core. It's much safer and in some ways easier to deny the fruits of your following of your true passion. Questions of safety and survival abound. So maybe you were hiding your feelings, Taurus, because you didn't feel safe. And now Spirit's saying, well, you've done your shadow work. It's safe enough. It's safe enough. Who's safe here? You are, Taurus. So, okay, let them remain as questions, cast aside, and embrace what turned you on. Well, maybe that's it. Maybe you didn't feel safe following your passion and being this King or Queen of Wands. The Spirit's like, okay, you need to move forward. This is a gift, actually, this passion project. This passion you feel for this person. What you've discovered is that your true passion is, you probably already know, by honoring it and living it. Does that surprise you, challenge you? Well, I feel like it did challenge you, Taurus. If it hasn't, it might be challenging you right now. Following your passion is challenging. Why? Because you seek stability. You just want to be stable. You want to know everything's going to be okay. You can't be out here wanding everybody. Who knows what they got? STDs, baby mama, whatever. So, you're using your logic. That's good. But I feel like you doing your shadow work around this is bringing in a true match, because I have a King and Queen of Wands, and it's not about romance. This is about business, because who are the King and Queen of Wands but the entrepreneur and the socializer? Whether they get done business, they stand on business. So you're stepping into your fiery part, and you're letting go of this kind of him-hawing, oh, should I, shouldn't I? Don't worry about how it will look to others or whether or not anyone approves. When the end of days comes, you'll be able to say with all sincerity that you lived your life passionately. Ooh, sensuality, strength, clarity, and solitude. So there you go, Taurus. Follow your passion. And I don't just mean the passion to sit on the couch and eat snacks. That too is a passion, but this is more about either an actual romance that you want to be faithful to, or an idea, a project. Like I said, it could be your work. Maybe you're like, man, I've had this idea forever, but it just doesn't seem like I should follow it. Well, Spirit's saying, yeah, you should. It's time. You've graduated from the shadow school, and maybe you haven't even started it. Well, it's time to get started, because sitting around waiting for something to change is not how life works. Take it from me. Gotta walk away from what doesn't serve you. Okay, moving on. Let's light some more Palo Santo before we get into Gemini. Gemini, how are my mutable signs doing? Someone with hardly any mutable energy. This is my Virgo Mars. That's it, kids. She's pretty cardinal / fixed. Not a lot of him-haw here. Sometimes depends on the situation. Okay, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. Where are my Gems? Gemini, talk to me. Gemini, let's find out. I gotta drink more water. I gotta stay hydrated. I feel like my trip across the country, I'm like, more water. There's never enough water. Okay. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising. How is everybody? So quiet. I don't know the time zones or anything. What's going on? Why is my Star Wars thing upside down? And I'm gonna leave it like this because I ain't taking this all up again. But I wasn't even planning on going live today, to be honest with you, and I forgot it was the new moon until I looked at my astro calendar and I was like, oh god, it's peaking right now. I think I'm not sure if it was Pacific time or Eastern time that it was gonna be hitting its fullness. I mean, newness. Okay, here we go. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. What do you have for my Gemmies? Gems. Okay, well, some sideways ass King of Pentacles. Who's changing to be with the Queen of Wands, maybe? Leo, Sag. Okay, this is the path they have guarded because they saw, and this is stressing you out. Okay. Okay, whoa, Jimmy. Whoa. Oh my god, Gemini, look. Whoa. Oh my gosh, Jimmy. This is a gateway for somebody. Okay, Gemini. So, I don't know if you're married and this is you as a King or Queen of Pentacles, because this is normally a business owner and also a husband. So it could be Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus that's changing Scorpio energy to be with the King or Queen of Wands, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. That's a part of their path. They've defended that they saw this, and this stresses you out because now they want this. Oh, this was at the bottom. So at the bottom of the deck is the Ten of Cups. This is about your Ten of Cups. So this could be someone you're married to, you wanted to marry, or this could be you that has been with someone else. You haven't stood in your power, and now you're changing because you want to follow a different path. And this is around your true love. So this is no joke, Gemini. This is no joke, Gemini. This is not a joke at all. Someone or something was deceptive. Maybe this person. Maybe this person. Interesting. And now they want to move forward because this is a part of their spiritual initiation. Wow. Big time spiritual energy. Okay. So Gemini, if this is not you that is changing something with this King or Queen of Pentacles that has not been in their upright anyways. Okay. They've been kind of, well, what can you do? If this isn't you that's changing to go be with this person or situation or stepping into your power as a King or Queen of Wands, because your path is here guiding you and it's been calling you. It's either you or someone else that you're dealing with is being called to go be and do something else, possibly. And this is really stressing you out or them out. So that's why I said take it as a resonates, Gemini, because I don't know if this is you getting stressed out because someone that you've been dealing with is changing and they want to follow this path that they're called to, or if this is you changing and this is stressing someone else out or yourself out because you know that this is the time, right, to do this in this Pisces new moon, because this is about your true love and someone or something has been deceptive. The Selkie card is when it looks one way from far away, but when you get there, you realize it's not that way at all. It's the tail of the mermaid. And they want to have this new adventure because this is the gateway. Wow. To being the Queen or King of Cups. So I feel like this person is changing to follow this path of passion. And this is stressing you or someone else out. Whoa, Jimmy. But it looks like it can't be avoided, buddy, because we have the Seer here and the Path and the Death card. So I feel like this is always going to happen, Gemini. They're changing, you're changing. You can't stop change anyways. And besides, if this is not your person, you got to find your person, Jimmy. Because if they think someone else is their person, then that means they're not your person. Okay? And it's time to change this path. And it was deceptive, even this adventure with them. Wow. All right, moving on, Gemini. Let's take a card from the Power Animal Oracle. This one kind of wanted to pop out. It was the eagle. Okay, the monkey. What's monkey about? Ingenuity. Well, you are ruled by the planet of genius, Mercury. The situation calls for adaptability and innovation. Oh, this monkey kind of looks stressed out, doesn't it? Again, I don't know if this is you or someone else, but there's adaptability and innovation being called for here. So if someone's leaving you or something's changing, then that's fine. You can deal with it, Gemini. You can do anything. You're very adaptable and very innovative. It says, no matter what's happening right now, you've got the ability to first adjust to the circumstances at hand and generate creative solutions or ideas and act on them. The situation will require you to get your hands on it. Take a look at it and use your intelligence. Okay, you're very intelligent, coupled with your gut sense. Well, Gemini, you have a strong intuition. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, for yes or no, please hit the like button and subscribe. Hit the like button and subscribe, Float. So, Gemini, don't get rigid about your choice. However, once you make your move, new factors will come into play. Well, again, maybe this is you just making your move. Maybe you've been wanting to be happy and be with a certain person, and now Spirit's saying, okay, you know this is what is right. You need to go for it. It's kind of like swinging from tree to tree. What's going on over there? We don't need to be aggressive, bunnies. Don't get discouraged if one direction doesn't pan out. Well, maybe that's it. You've been trying to go in one direction and it hasn't worked. Just be willing to shift and it will work out. So it says associations, dexterity, cleverness, inquisitiveness, and innovation. So Gemini, maybe you've been trying one thing over and over again and it's not been working. And you're like, okay, well, shit, let me try something else. Because you've been stressed out because you know you're supposed to be on this path, but for some reason it hasn't manifested. So please hit the like button and subscribe, whoever's here. I didn't know we are still in, they're still in the Mercury retrograde. So yeah, it doesn't end until I think the 20th, right? It doesn't end until the 20th. So I don't know if things are just going that way or for you in general, or if you're talking about something in particular, but yeah, don't worry about it, dear one. We're almost there. We're almost there. That's why it's been nuts. Okay, don't get discouraged if one direction doesn't pan out. You have an amazing ability to move through life. So this is the energy right now. Something is changing. If the shit you've been trying to get your 10 of Cups hasn't worked, time to try something else. Or this could be that your 10 of Cups is changing something and you need to go with the flow. Don't get stuck in old habits and routines. Trust that and you can do no wrong. You have an amazing ability to move through life. Yeah, Gemini, you're very adaptable. Don't worry about it. If this person isn't for you, then you're going to find someone else, like probably immediately. Get over this other person. But still, I almost feel like this is also urging you. You've been trying one thing with your 10 of Cups. It's not working. Then something needs to change. Very interesting. Okay, the seer. Yeah, it's about someone who knows. Well, you're very psychic, Gemini. Very psychic. Yeah, so go ahead and make that change to follow this fiery new. And we had that earlier, and what did we just have in Taurus? There was a lot of fire energy. So you could be dealing with a Taurus. Oh, and there's Taurus cards again. Whoa. Okay, let's do Cancer. Where are my Cancers at? Where's my Cancer gang? Whoop, whoop. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. Yeah, where are they? Yeah, Satnin, where are you? She's what's happening. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. That's me. So if you have a yes or no question, anyone, let me know. Hit the like button and subscribe. Okay. Okay, it's just one question. You've asked two, so I'll answer the first one, okay? All right. So let's see. Spiritual guides, angels, and ancestors are floating. Is it likely that they'll get to transfer out of the country? Is it likely that floating will get to transfer out of the country? So how this works is all my cards are in the upright and like all of my decks, except maybe some oracle ones that doesn't matter. What is the drama over there? And the first card we see is the answer. Okay, floating? So here we go. Spiritual guides, angels, and ancestors. Will floating get to transfer out of the country? Whoa, that was crazy. Did you see that? Maybe. Interesting. So I feel like we need to do a reading here. So it could be related to the second part. If I try, should I apply to transfer colleges abroad? So I don't know what you're talking about with the transferring out of the country, if that's related to a job or just moving. But it looks like there's a lot going on here. So I don't think the cards could answer all that. So what I'm hearing is, first of all, you should know whether or not you can transfer out of the country. That's not a tarot question. That's what I first heard. They're like, check the laws in your local principality. That's not a tarot question. And then second, I heard, yes, apply for the colleges if you want. That's what I heard. That's why we got a maybe. So the first one was not a tarot question. That's something that has nothing to do with tarot. But the second one was, yeah, if you want to transfer out of whatever country you're in, then you should apply. So we're going to move on. I'm going to light some more stuff here. Uh-oh, that just got in my tea. Well, I don't need any more tea anyways. Get out of here, tea. Okay. Now we're going to do Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. Where my Cancer is at? Cancer. Here we go, Cancer. It's on you, babies. What do we have? Fellow water sign. You're in the water season. We're just about wrapped up with Pisces season. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Cancer, what do we have for you, babies? I'm a Cancer stellium. I love Cancers. Whoa. Let's see. Oh, some sadness and disappointment and some stress regarding a Pisces. Okay, sadness and disappointment. Stress regarding someone who is in hangman's. Could be about a Pisces, or that stresses you out. You can't make up your mind about something. So don't forget to check your sun, moon, rising. Ooh, regarding the Ten of Pentacles. Interesting. Yeah, something was very overburdensome. One more about this decision. Okay, so this is giving, did someone ask you to marry them and you don't know the answer, and this is stressing you out and making you sad because you don't know if you're ready for this? This is for some Cancers out there. Other Cancers, this is just showing me that like someone, maybe Pisces, who's been stuck, maybe your family member, because it could be a Pisces family member, who couldn't make a decision around, I don't know, some sort of situation with family or legacy. It doesn't have to be necessarily bio family, because it was overburdensome and they couldn't decide because the two wands came out sideways. So this really broke your heart, or someone else is brokenhearted about it, and you're being called on to be strong, Cancer. So we have Leo energy. You could be dealing with a Leo. Ooh, someone or something that broke your heart, because I just picked that up randomly. So I don't know if this broke your heart, broke their heart. Somebody's heart was broken here. So Cancer, this could be about you dealing with someone who was just overwhelmed, or you're overwhelmed with your family and sense of responsibility. Yeah, now you have this new beginning. Wow, this Ace of Wands and this new beginning with the Fool and the Queen of Pentacles, because you've ended some cycle. Now you're going with the flow to move forward. Okay, Cancer, this is actually really good. I almost feel like this isn't you at all, because this is your overall energy. So someone or something from the past that broke your heart. All right. Family, friend, whatever. Most likely family or related to marriage. They were in hangman. That stressed you out, overburdened you, because they didn't choose you, and you had to be strong. So now you have this new beginning in passion. So we have Aries energy here. So you have passionate new beginning because you're stable and you've ended a cycle, and now you're going with the flow. So this is really good. Something changed for you, but for them it didn't. It's almost feel like this is not your energy at all. It's actually someone else's, but it could be yours, Cancer. Take it as it resonates. For some of you, it is you stressed out because you couldn't decide, and something became overburdensome, and you're being called on to be strong because there is a new beginning here. And for others of you, and maybe with an Aries, for others of you, and we did have Aries show up with some Cancer energy. For others of you, it's not you at all. It's somebody else that's stressed out because they couldn't get their head out of their ass and make a decision, and it stressed you out, became overburdensome, and now someone's crying. So here we go. What card do we have from the Power Animal Oracle? Oh my gosh, koala. Speak less and listen more. Interesting. Empathy. Well, maybe you're being asked to have empathy for this person and to be strong so that you can have a new beginning. Maybe the reason they couldn't make a decision is because they had some stressful family situation. So it could be Pisces that you're dealing with, or someone with Pisces in their chart, or this is just you who was unable to move forward. And now you're being called to be strong and be patient. So let's see what it says here for Koala. Empathy. Well, you're no short of empathy, Cancer, are you? You're the greatest empath. I was born in the week of the empath, which is the first week of Cancer, the first decade. Seems like a lot of folks use a lot of words, many more than are needed. Yes, I relate to that. It's rather narrow to consider communication always to be with words. You can fill the air with words and sometimes use them to cloud deeper sentiments and feelings. Talking so much can take away from elegant pleasures and inherent in stillness. Well, maybe someone here you haven't talked to, or that needs you to just listen. Says the old adage goes, be still and know that I am. Talk less and you'll find immense opportunities, not only to listen, but to hear. Even though it might sound strange, you can hear silence. Get to know others in a different way. Ask simple questions, then tune in not only with words, but more important to the subtle body language with which they express the words. You pick up new nuances. So maybe you do need to be more patient with someone who's stressed out because they couldn't make a decision or something with their family that's overburdened, and this has caused them to slow down. Make a point today to speak as few times as possible. I will be doing that right after this. Rest, additional associations, rest, detoxification, safety, and sensitivity. Okay. So this is a big one here, Cancer. Something that was really overburdensome, possibly broke your heart in the past. It's time for you to listen and be strong. Because there's a new beginning here. Could be regarding an ex-partner, maybe someone you were married to. All right. Moving on. It's unexpected, maybe. And now it's time to move forward to have a new adventure after being let out in the cold. Maybe this is what slowed you down. Maybe you weren't previously ready for a relationship and now you are because things are speeding up. Okay, moving on. My sweet babies. Leo. What's up, Leo? Leo, sun, moon, and rising. What do we have, Leos? Where's my Leos at? Where's my lions? Leo. Leo. Here's the shadow. Ooh, this is all about doing the shadow work. Well, we are in the shadow of the moon here. Time to do the shadow work. Yeah, so you can... Ooh, architect walking away from something. Okay, Leo, interesting. The architect is about going into a trance state, doing your shadow work, going into a trance state, finding the answers there that you can't find. So maybe you've been trying to figure out how to walk away from something, whether it's emotionally walking away from it, like in your own mind, or, yeah, the work that you need to do. So Spirit's saying that in order for you to walk away, okay, this is a lot, but I'm going to take it. It's interesting because this is like, these are the cards that Cancer had too. So you could be dealing with a Cancer. It's time to go with the flow so you can move forward because there's a memory here that you need to change. The elephant card's about your ancestors being with you and they have an incredible memory and they're very intelligent creatures. And it's like they are following a path of something that's been well known to them. And now this needs to change. So something, okay, so what I'm getting from all this, Leo, I'm getting kind of more of a very esoteric message here since you have all of these oracle cards. You get 1, 2, 3, 4 oracle cards. So this is like Spirit is saying, go. It's time for you to do your shadow work in this new moon. Let's see what the bottom of the deck is. Yeah, to learn. To learn how can I architect walking away and the work that is required so that I can go with the flow and change something. So you're learning about something from far away who wants to explore a truth. Ooh, about manifesting. Okay, you're learning. That's what it feels like. I feel like these two cards are about you doing the shadow work and going into this more trance state so that you can leave someone or something. Maybe some work situation and go with the flow to manifest quickly the change. So if maybe you haven't known what to do, you're like, I don't know how to make this work. And Spirit's saying, well, now you need to learn something. Again, another shadow card about something needing to change. Okay, Leo. Wow, this came out pretty quick. It says preparation. Get ready for big changes. Whoa. Shit. Well, Leo, I can't make this up. It's pretty straightforward. Thank you, Spirit, for confirming. It's time for a big change, Leo. And Spirit's saying you need to do some shadow work, maybe go under the new moon, do some meditating, go into a trance state, and find out ways you can change. Walk away from what hasn't worked, go with the flow to move forward so that you can find your path on this changing. And this is the Page of Pentacles. So it's Virgo's energy, but it's really the learner archetype. Learning what? Learning about something coming in that you needed to change because there's a truth here about a manifestation. So the squirrels has been preparing you, I feel like. So additional associations are gathering, activity, alertness, and guardian. Interesting. Feel the anticipation of what you already know is coming. Ooh, get ready for everything and in place. This can be a new job. Okay, what did I say? You could be getting a new job. And you're like, okay, I've wanted to leave this job forever. How do I do this? Spirit's like, okay, go meditate under the new moon. A relationship. So for some of you, is a relationship going with the flow, moving forward, or moving to a new place, literally. There will be no doubt, there'll be challenges, but you can prepare for them in a number of ways. Most important kind of readiness has to do with your mind. Whoa, Leo. It's all about your mind. Everything else will happen. How smoothly you move through these changes is totally dependent on your attitude, thoughts, and beliefs. There's no need to scurry, no need to worry. Rather than rush, make each movement count. If you worry, it'll make everything harder. Don't get bogged down in making list after list. This can help, but it's time to stay active, focused, and purposeful in your efforts. Rely on family and close friends. And most important, keep breathing. All right, so you could be going through something kind of big right now, Leo, or Spirit is saying it's coming up. If you're wondering how to walk away from something you've been working on, meditate under the new moon is what I would say, and find the shadow of what's been blocking you from moving forward, really. Because now is a time for you to work with someone else to have rapid change moving forward. So we have Scorpio energy, but I just feel like that's the energy of the reading. I don't know. You could be dealing with Scorpio, but Leo, I feel like more this is about a change. So it's like you've been seeing this coming. You've been seeing this change coming for a long time. Okay, Leo, good luck. If you need help, let me know. I'm here for you. So it could be a new job, but again, for some of you, it's going to be a whole new everything. So who's up next? The Virgos. Let's get this puppy here. Let's put this in front of the Empress. She needs something. How is everybody? Talk to me, people. I miss you guys. I haven't been on for a couple weeks. Of course, we always have the same stalkers that tell me I'm a fraud. Okay. Yeah. Oop. Here you go, Virgo. We love them. We love all beings. That's how you turn shit into bliss. You just perfect the mind of love. No big deal. Impervious. I like what I don't watch the Oscars. I don't give a fuck about any of that. But I did see a quote, or I saw a snippet of Ethan Hawke, who I really liked him in was it The Lowdown? Yeah, I think it was The Lowdown. Whatever FX show he was on recently. And he said, someone asked him about unrequited love, and he's like, whoever has love is the winner. And I'm like, whoa, that's so deeply true, because that situation, just like Bjork said, may not be going to give back to you, but you're going to get the love that you've given out for sure. Okay, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. All right, we had that earlier, and who did that one? I can't remember. The artist card is about writing down your manifestations. Yeah. Okay, interesting how these fell. So it's time to write down a manifestation of the future that you want, because you relying on your ego has left you alone. And you've been watching something interesting. So I don't know. The Five of Swords is like you wanted to win at all costs. Yeah, Piscean energy. There's your opposite of the Hangman. Maybe you wanting to win at all costs. Ooh, what you don't know. Interesting. Cancer, Pisces energy here. Yeah, but this is a part of the path. Okay, interesting, Virgo. The bottom of the deck, the Seven of Swords. Well, this is not great energy. With the Seven of Five, these are like the two shankiest. But anybody will add the other swords in there, the Three of Swords, and it's like, okay, well, that's what you get when you Seven of Swords out of Five of Swords. You get the Three of Swords. So the overall energy for your reading right now, Virgo, is not great. And this is, you know, your opportunity maybe to change something, because what I'm seeing here is that that's your opposite. You're in the Pisces new moon and you're a Virgo. So you've been trying to manifest something. You wanted to win at all costs. This has caused you to be alone. Yes, if you're an asshole and you want to win at all costs, you will be alone. That's why Virgos, especially Virgo men, get such a bad rap when it comes to romance, right? I've got to be right. I'm right. I'm the fucking genius. Da, 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 da. Okay. Well, now you've kept your eye on it. It's kept you stuck. Piscean energies and hangman. But what you didn't know, this is a part of your path. So whatever you felt like you lost at and ended up on your own, this was a part of your path. That's what you didn't know. So Pisces, Cancer, and Virgo here. But the Seven of Swords, well, more Cancer energy. So maybe someone was deceptive. Here, the Queen of Cups, Empress. About this new beginning in love. Whoa, that you're drawn to. Whoa, is now independent and single because she made a judgment call to walk away after a lot of heartbreak. Interesting. Oh, from a marriage. Interesting. Okay, Virgo. Well, what have you been lying to yourself about? Someone here. So I have strong Cancer, Pisces energy. Maybe your mother. Okay. Empress, it's Taurus, Libra. Maybe your ex-wife. Maybe your the mother of your children. Once this new beginning in love, they're drawn to something. Okay, wow, intense. I have strong two different energies. Yours is, someone here is coming up, and I almost feel like it's yours, Virgo. I hate to say it. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe someone else wants to win at all costs, and you don't want to be near them. And that's kept you stuck. But someone or something has been deceptive here. You've been deceptive. They've been deceptive. And that's caused nothing but heartache. And like I said, Five of Swords energy and stuck energy. But what you didn't know is all this was a part of the path. This is a part of your spiritual path, because this card is about the pathway, the initiation to your spirituality. Okay, Virgo, what do you got? The Frog, purification. Whoa. Okay, now this makes sense. Thank you, Spirit. The 5 and the 7. This was a purification process for you. So maybe purifying past life karma, purifying your mind, clear out the clutter. Yeah. Of what? The 5 and the 7 of Swords. Clear that out. So if you were deceptive and full of ego, and you know, this has caused you to be stuck. So you're supposed to purify something. This is clear out the clutter. Time to clear up and clean out. Wait, clear out and clean up. That's you, Virgo. Look for any messy areas of your life and tackle them one at a time. Don't try to overdo it and do it all at once, or you'll be overwhelmed. Start with one corner of your room. Yeah, just one thing at a time. And dedicate a couple of hours to sorting it through. Recycle and give away as much as possible. So this is a time of purification, Virgo. Another area to clear out is your body. Drink lots of water. Okay, thank you. Tell me to drink water. Where's that? For the next couple of days, Virgo. And if possible, do a detoxification. At least eat a vegetarian diet and eliminate alcohol and fatty foods. See how you feel when you do it. Another cleanup job is mental. Abstain from television, newspapers. Avoid negativity and others who tend to be negative. Clear out and clean up your spiritual practice. Do whatever works. Additional associations, singing, rhythm, rainmaker, and sensitivity. Well, Virgo, you've been through something that you felt like was deceptive and caused you to feel like they or you had to win at any cost. Now you're alone. The Spirit's saying it's time to go inward and see, right? The Page of Swords and Pisces and Hangman are about you observing something, what you don't know, a part of your path. Maybe deal with the Cancer or Pisces, because we have that strong. Yeah, maybe a friend that you had, someone you were married to. Interesting. Someone that you wanted to be the emperor for, or vice versa. Okay, moving on. So it seems like it might be a little painful time for you, Virgo. Sorry to hear that, my love. Keep on keeping on. It may take a while, just take one at a time. If you feel like your whole life needs to change, well, then get started. Now's a good time to do it before getting into spring. And all right, Libra. Whoop, whoop, Libra. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. Where are my Librans at? Yeah. Libra. Okay, Libra. Who's got Libra in the house? That's me, Libra North Node. Libra Pluto and a Libra North Node. Pluto is just like the time I was born or whatever, but I'm a Libra North Node, all about that partnership, which is why I named my business Architects of Alchemy, because I don't want to be the only one. There are many healers. I'm equally as important as everybody. No more fucking hierarchies and dictatorships, okay? That's how we get frauds and gurus and fake people and all sorts of things, right? If we do it together, it's different. Okay, Libra, something about your... Wow, the Piscean card of Hangman is coming out a lot today. So some misunderstand, somebody that you love, maybe a Pisces, it's coming out sideways, 2 cups, being in Hangman over this King of Swords. So that's Aquarius's card, could be Libra or Gemini. Ooh, that popped out again. So this is kind of giving a little Virgo energy because we have the moon, which is Cancer energy, Pisces energy. So double Pisces. Yeah, who was very deceptive, and you had to defend your position about this. Whoa. Holy Macintosh, here we have the Queen of Swords. Okay, this could be you getting a divorce or you've been divorced right now. The King and Queen of Swords can be like a divorced couple. They can also be just a very highly intellectual couple. Could be, yeah, 2 people who don't mince words, 2 air signs, so Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. But this is you here. Yeah, who is the prophet, who's able to, what, wrangle snakes here. The serpent, interesting. So this serpent that you were defending your position either for or against, whoa, could have Gemini in them who create a lot of conflict. Yikes. It was the devil in your life, but you were highly attracted to. Libra, what? This person put you in Hangman. They kept you stuck, right? But what you didn't know that they were deceptive, or what you did know, maybe that's why you had to move on. But the moon card is coming out a little sideways, and that's about mystery and the occult and the unknown. And the serpent is the serpent that will eat the world, eat everything. They'll never end. They'll keep on. This is basically the mind of desires attachment, and it has no end to it, you guys. That's why you have to work with it. Can't be conquered. If you have a self-grasping eye, it can only be subdued, and eventually it can be transformed. So you and this person did love each other at some point, or you did have equal give and take, but it went sideways and put you in a Hangman. Maybe you had to cut this person out, which is King, Queen of Swords here, because you didn't know that they would do anything, and they were defending this soulmate. Oof, or vice versa. Wow, so you had to cut this person out because they were defending the snake at all costs, and you're the prophet, and you had to make a choice because there was too much conflict, even though you're very attracted to this person. So this is about someone, I feel like I'm hearing the Gotye song in my head, somebody that I used to know, over and over again. Someone who you did have a love affair with, or you love them somewhat, sideways, a little bit of a misunderstanding, maybe it wasn't equal, and they kept you stuck. Why? Because they were defending this other person in their life. Maybe they had a soulmate, maybe they were in a situation already. Maybe this is someone that they were seeing on the side. Could be a mother, cousin, friend, I'm not sure. Wow, interesting. So we have Libra, Gemini, Aquarius coming up strong. Aquarius here. Pisces, Cancer coming up strong too. Maybe it's time to cut them off if you haven't already. So we have Deer, Pathfinder. Trust your instincts. Interesting, because instincts is very much kind of moon. We don't know it, but we're following it to guide you through this situation. Okay, Libra. Well, we are at the end of Mercury retrograde, so you could have some confessions from someone you already cut off because you made a decision. There was just too much conflict, and you're like, man, I know this person is snaky, and I don't know why. Why? I don't know why. Maybe you're going to find out. It says it's a big forest out there, and sometimes it feels a little lonely. Let me tell you, however, the path is well marked, even if you can't always make it out. Come to your senses, literally, and stop thinking about so much. Well, maybe that's it. You didn't know why this person was a snake, or you felt like they were snaky, but you kept defending it. Like, they're my soulmate, but they're snaky. Hey, listen, we have all sorts of soulmates out there. You get to choose their quality, right? That's a past life thing that they're like that because of what? When you separate from a soulmate, a lot of things can happen between this time and the next. Let me tell you, come to your senses and stop thinking about it, or at least stop trying to figure it out. Well, maybe that's it. You're trying to figure out, well, why did this go wrong? Why was this person stuck in Hangman? I don't know. I'm going to assume that they're a snake, or they were defending something. Use your ears, eyes, and nose to gather information, and then drop your awareness into your gut, which is usually the seat of your instinctual self. Your senses are meant to register information in a way that can be felt in the body. The mind is useful, don't get me wrong, but it's overrated. Pure awareness means without precondition, anxiety, or anticipation. Close your eyes and breathe deeply. Clear your mind. Additional associations, gentleness, cunning, grace, and purity. Well, it's interesting that we have cunning here, because this is definitely giving cunning. Grace and purity, though, is the soulmate to a cup. So maybe that's it. Maybe you have a shit-ass soulmate, Libra, or you did at one point. Maybe you got more than one. Maybe this is your parent or somebody else they've had to cut out because you know it's not good, that you love them very much, but they're just toxic, and they kept you waiting, and they kept you in this perpetual cycle of negativity, and that's why you had to either divorce them or leave them or cut them off. So heavy on the Pisces, Cancer, Aquarius, and then you. All right, Libra, what is this about? Please tell me. So yeah, let me know in the comments how it resonates. About somebody's ego, but you were still drawn to them. So they did have a big ego, but like, again, you can't pick your soulmates or whatever. Like Satnin, she's a soulmate of mine, my rabbit here. She gets quite cranky, but I still love her. Okay, Scorpio. Where's my Scorpios at? Here we are, Scorpio. This is you, Bubba's. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. That's me. I have a Scorpio rising. Rising. Penetrative Scorpio rising. Scorpio, Scorpio. Here we go. It's like the 5th time. Well, Pisces, you're everywhere. You're in everybody's read. Are you in your own? All right, Hangman, Piscean energy, Scorpio. Stuck in Hangman, illumination. Wow, regarding timing. Something about timing. Okay, what had you stuck before? What's this? And you didn't move forward. What? With someone or something. Because the shadow work that needed done. So this is a knight. This is the guy that goes in. This card is all about going inward and conquering the aspects of ourself that are less than desirable. This dude has already done that. The shadow card precedes him, meaning that it's time to do the shadow work. This guy's already done the shadow work, and the fucking move in the light and the dark, just like you, Scorpio, if you're in your highest vibration. That's why Scorpio is amazing. Like, I'm so happy to have a Scorpio rising. I used to think it was bad, and I'm like, no, it's probably the best part of my chart is like my ability to go into the Tars Tarkus in the heart of darkness and come out shining. Yeah. Okay. You didn't move forward previously because of some sort of shadow work you needed to do, and now you're moving forward. Oh my gosh. Scorpio, what's going on? You're moving forward because it's time. Yeah, there was some snake energy that you had to take care of, or they did. Oh my god, this is the 3rd. Okay, Scorpio, it's pretty strong. So maybe for some Scorpio, you haven't started your shadow work. Didn't I say the shadow card precedes the night card? Well, one of y'all has done it, and the other all needs to do it. Okay, so you have the artist. This is about the future that you want. Well, you've been stuck in illumination. You know, looking at your life, saying, "Well, what is this? Why can't I move forward?" You know, it's because you haven't done the shadow work yet. In order to move forward, the Palomino here. This is a card about moving forward, being swift, being powerful, being charismatic. It's actually an increasing symbol in some spiritual lineages. Moving forward to take care of this part of you that has been overwhelming everything else. Okay. So if you wanted to move forward with someone else, if you're here because you think this is about someone else, they couldn't move forward because of their overwhelming shadow. And you've done it. Okay. And now you're moving forward. You're manifesting what? After a lot of deception. And here you are, the Queen of Cups. I'm going to move this girl here. Move this girl. Move this woman. Move this Empress. So it's time. There's been conflict. You've been attracted to something, but now it is balanced out. It took forever. If you're like me, this is your own shadow work that you had to do. So write down what you want next. And don't be deceptive. Be strategic about it. You're very loving. Here you are. Excuse me? Hey! Satnin! Sorry, guys. So you're very loving, whoever you are. And you've been deceptive, maybe about what you wanted, and you were defending your position about something. Okay, this bitch. Hey! Okay, sorry guys. Satnin. She went crazy. She was going crazy. Here she is. Well, that's because I didn't say her name. She's a triple Scorpio. So I have a triple Pisces and a triple Scorpio, and I'm a triple Cancer. And yeah, she was like, get me off this fucking thing. And maybe I didn't give her a shout out. That's why she just got funny. So the truth is somebody couldn't move forward and explore something because they didn't do the shadow work. And you had to move forward because this is someone that would eat alive the world. And now you're manifesting someone or something else and you're being strategic about it. So I like this, Scorpio. Are you gonna be not a dumbass? Huh? Oh, baby. Okay. You gonna be sweet? Okay, let me get a power animal oracle card for you. So hello everybody, welcome to Magic Rabbit Tarot. I'm Salena. I've been reading tarot for 30 years, 30. I've been verified as a clairvoyant and psychic. If you want a reading, that's why I'm here. Ooh, purification frog. Maybe you have some Virgo in there. I'm gonna take that again. Dove, serenity, slow down, pause, and breathe. Interesting, Scorpio. It's time to slow down, pause, and breathe. Maybe that's what this is about. Time to do your shadow work. Don't explore forward with the shadowy character. Manifest what you want in the future. So it says serenity. Take a deep breath. Now take another one. Feel what happens in your body as you do so. Yes, breathing. Life is breath. This is what you need to do when you're going through the midst of any turmoil. Well, this seems very tumultuous, to be honest with you. A lot of shadow work. Look at 2 shadow cards. A servant card. A Palomino card. This is about you moving forward. Maybe somebody was shadowy. It brings you home to your body. There's really no need to worry or fret about circumstances of your inquiry. So maybe you've been inquiring, well, why didn't this work? Or why couldn't I move forward? Or, maybe you didn't want to move forward because of this. There's really no need to worry. The solution will find you, but only when you calm down and stop trying to figure out from a place of fear and anxiety. Maybe that was it. You were trying to figure something out of fear and anxiety. It was causing nothing but more stress. You have to trust that what you do will become evident once you're the center of yourself. Additional associations are love, soul, domesticity, and spirituality. Whoa. So maybe you are trying to manifest a life mate, Scorpio, and it hasn't been working out, and you're like, well, what the fuck? Well, maybe it's just that you haven't been in alignment with your best and highest good. It's time to slow down, breathe, and pause. All right. Pretty intense. These are pretty intense cards. Well, we are in the shadow of the moon, so time to go inward. Sorry, guys, but there's no way around suffering. You can try to avoid it for lifetimes, but eventually you'll have to just do the work. Sorry, this is the way it is. I don't know who made the system of the mind, but I guess we did it together. I don't know. I wasn't there, or if I was there, I was definitely sleeping. Okay, Sagittarius. What we got for Saggies? Hi, Bella. Lucy looking at me funny phone. Okay, Saggy. Where's my Saggies? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. Who's got some Saggy in their chart? Sagittarius. That's what I like to call them. Sagittarius, how are you doing? Here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. What do we have for you? Ooh, you've been juggling. Maybe money, maybe life. Yeah, this has become overburdensome. I don't know if you're what you're juggling here, Saggy, but you're tired. Maybe finances. Yeah, disappointment when it comes to a marriage or a union. Interesting. This is for Sagittarius and all Sagittarius placements. So, all right. I don't know if you've been juggling some disappointing union or marriage because of equal give and take or lack thereof. Let's get one more. Yeah, but now it's time to move forward. Interesting. So we have Cancerian energy here. The bottom of the deck. Ooh, we have the 5 of Swords. Okay. So I don't know if you've been trying to make this work because of your ego and you wanted to win. You're like, I love this person. I don't give a shit what happens. But your happiness is at risk here. I don't know if you're drinking too much. No, I just think you're trying to manifest this new beginning and move forward. And there's been a lot of frustration. You could have, oh my gosh, Leo or Aquarius in your chart. Those 2 just popped up. But it's time to move forward with something. Because again, you've been trying to manifest it, but there's a conflicting energy when trying to manifest something, but you want it at all costs. Like, that's not going to work out. So you have to let it go. So I don't know if you got in an argument with someone that you love, and this has been overburdensome and disappointing. The Four of Cups and the Four of Wands is some, in between these two is like, okay, something didn't, some of you are married and is a mistake, or you're trying to unionize with someone. Could be a Cancer, but I almost feel this is just about you finally moving forward and realizing, okay, in order for this to be stable and unionized, there has to be equal give and take. And the juggling of the people or the places or the things, I don't know if you're in a third party situation or if you've got more than one partner here, Sagittarius, which wouldn't be unusual. I think Sagittarius should maybe be polyamorous, but you got to be honest about it. And you can't, and you got to do it correctly, which is very difficult to do correctly, but all relationships are difficult. So regardless of how many people are involved, kind of more people, the more complex it gets. But you've been juggling something and it's overwhelming. It's full of disappointment. And it has to do with equal give and take in a union and moving forward. And a Cancer could be a part of this. So Saggy, what do we have here? Buffalo, you are provided for and you in all ways. So what are you worried about? It says abundance here. So maybe you were thought, okay, I have to stay in this unhappy union because I lack. No, Spirit is saying there's abundance here everywhere. So Sagittarius, remember, you never need to be hungry. You will always have plenty of physical and emotional substance. And just as important, spiritual nourishment. To sustain the state of abundance, it's important to remain appreciative of all that you have and express your gratitude to Spirit as the true source of your supplies. Ooh. Have faith that is in fact rather to be caught up in the beliefs of lack and limitation. In fact, you'll always have more than enough, so give away any surplus. Interesting. Whenever you do something, do it out of love from your heart rather than a sense of martyrdom. Nature gives us unabashed generosity. Let that part of your nature be from the fountain at which you give. In this way, you will experience deep satisfaction. So maybe you need to give more here. Maybe in order to be stable, maybe something you've been juggling hasn't been stable because you haven't been giving enough. Because why? You've wanted to win at all costs. Well, I just want them to give to me, or vice versa. Maybe someone else is like that. Additional associations, generosity, gratitude, surrender, and sacrifice. Yeah, if you want something to be stable, it's got to be equal. You know, that's why we have so many problems right now in relationship land, dating land, is like everybody wants some. Everybody wants you. Like, okay, wants what? What do they have to give? Everyone's got a really strong, oh, there's the Ace of Cups there, a really strong sense of entitlement. Yeah, so, take that as it resonates, Saggy, and let me know in the comments what's going on here. What's going on? I feel like you're very attracted to this person or situation. There needs to be equal give and take. Yeah, it could be someone you're married to or are married to. And you've been juggling shit and it's just overwhelming and disappointing. And you're like, why? Well, because somebody's given too much and somebody's given too little. Or maybe somebody's just giving too little. Nobody's giving too much. I don't know, Saggy. You let me know in the comments. All right, guys, only 2 more left. Capricorn and Aquarius. And then I'm done for the day. So if you want a personal reading, pay me now. Pay me now. Here we go. Spiritual guides, angels, and ancestors of Capricorn. All my caps. Where are my cappies at? What do we have? Oops, that was not a great shuffle. We're doing our best, kids. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. What do we have for Cappy? Okay, the moon. Here we are. What you don't know is that the path is either over or it's just starting. So Cancer, whoa. Oh yeah, it looks like it's over. Okay, with the King of Swords. Interesting. Bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Cups. Okay, so the overall energy is about faithfulness and being a faithful lover. Piscean energy of faith, right? I'll be your ride or die no matter what, whether that's an idea, you're faithful to an idea, or a person who was a gift, but a bit of a Pandora's box. Pandora's box here. Because it takes work, even though it was twice a gift, the heightened intuition of the High Priestess. Okay. All right. So we have Cancer showing up, Aquarius showing up, but I just feel like that what you don't know about your path is that it is now over or something. Someone that you had to cut off. So Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, but something you thought was over, that you thought was a gift that needed more work. You didn't know. That it's kind of just starting. Okay, that's fucking weird. All right, so oh yeah, this is almost very conflicting energies. So Cancer energy, Pisces energy of the path. That was a part of your path to end something with someone else so that you could be faithful to something else. Okay, that sounds convoluted, but it's true. And the situation that you ended one thing for to start another was a gift. So whether or not it worked out with that person, place, or thing, it was a part of your path to end it. Yeah, the omens. Whoa, owl. Pay attention to the signs. This card is all about the signs. The signs and the synchronicities. Who did we have that in earlier? I can't remember. We'd have to go back and look. So, owl. Wisdom, shadow, secrecy, and magician. Interesting. We have the moon. You had to end something to start this new path. To find the answer you're seeking, extremely important to pay attention to the signs. I already read this earlier. Who did I get this for? Was this Pisces or Aries? I think it was Aries. It was Aries. Don't overanalyze the signs. Observe them with your senses, and they'll speak to you. So Capricorn, you're getting signs here. It's time to end something, start something else. I don't know what else to say. This is something you've been faithful to. It's a gift that you want to work on. You got 2 gift cards. You have literally the gift. A bit of Pandora's box. Open this up. What did I do? But this is actually a gift coming in, and a renewal of something that you've been using your intuition about that you want to celebrate. And this is in the spring, so it could be happening very... Oh my God, the timing. Whoa, okay. Whoa, Capricorn. All right, and we'll leave it there. Let me know in the comments how it resonates. It's almost like you saw this before you saw it, and now you see it, but you had to end one thing to start another so that you could move forward. Whoa. And the strong Cancer, Pisces, King of Cups. I'm gonna put them together. Wow. Okay. All right, last one, guys. So unless I get somebody who wants a reading, I'm gonna go ahead and log off after this one. Okay, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. Where are you at, Aquarius? Whoop, whoop. Where are my Aquarii? You know what Aquarius I'm in love with lately? Caleb Huron. I think it's Heron. Or maybe there's an Hearon. Anyways, he's an Aquarius. He's late January. I love him. He's giving. He's great. Okay, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. Oh my. Use your intuition. Got Pisces here about this gift. Wow. Okay, we could have a bit of a Capricorn, Aquarius crossover, maybe, or a cusper or something. But yeah, getting to calmer waters. Using your intuition about this gift. Getting to calmer waters. After some, oh my gosh, definitely a Capricorn and Aquarius crossover because we had these 2 cards show up. After something has been really overburdensome. With the Queen of Pentacles, who has practiced nothing but patience. This could be about your wife, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, but someone that's very stable and giving. Maybe Sagittarius that you were married to, who's been very patient, trying to get everything together. Yeah, they're going to write you, or they did write you a letter. The word is about expressing yourself, telling your story, and that's a part of your path. Has to do with the path. Being faithful to this gift. Wow, strong Capricorn crossover. So you either need to write somebody and tell them and how you're going to do this, or tell your story. Maybe it's not to someone, maybe it's just you telling your story, Aquarius, about how you had to use your intuition to get to calmer waters, even though something was extremely burdensome, in order to get everything in balance with this person. And it could be a Capricorn since we have that crossover. So let's get a card from the Animal Oracle Spirits. Elephant, resolve. You will overcome any obstacle. Well, what is the 6 of Swords and the 10 of Wands? But you can overcome any obstacle. You can do it. Yes, you can. I believe in you. Move forward toward the fulfillment of your heart's desire. Well, I feel like this is it. If your goals and intentions are spirit-driven, then it's only your ego's fear and discouragement that will stop you from achieving it. Interesting. Dispel any resistance along the way until you reach your destination or until you accomplish your goal. Be it mightiest of warriors and see yourself in the triumph as the triumphant one in your quest. You have an important mission. There's no point in dilly-dallying. Well, it's time to get to calmer waters here. Yield to temptations that entice you from your path. Yeah, make sure you're temperate. It's time to live your life according to the drive and desire of your inner spirit. Don't let yourself be stopped by someone else's disapproval. It's not really their disapproval so much as your fear of their disapproval. It's especially important right now not only to speak your truth, but live your truth. And by the way, have some fun. Additional associations: protective, motivated, maternal, and family. Whoa. Okay, Aquarius, you got something big to do. Don't be worrying about what other people saying and doing. It's not your business. It's time for you to use your intuition and move towards this gift. The fun is about a gift coming in to get to calmer waters. So maybe the gift is that you are getting into calmer waters, and Spirit has been trying to send you different ways maybe to do that. But it's time to write it down. Either write down the story of your path, or you write to somebody that you want to be faithful to, that you're ready to do some work after heartbreak and holding back and not choosing. Now you want a new beginning. Whoa, okay. Well, I'm wrapping it up here, kids. There you are, Aquarius. Bam. Time to heal. If you have a question, let me know. Or you guys can reach me also, too. I can do private readings anytime, you know, on the phone or via online portals. I'm going to put this back. And I would say this is a great Pisces moon for getting shit done. So we had the Hangman come up, I don't know, 7 times, 6 times. It's about going inward and illuminating. Maybe it's time for a rest and just, you know, really focus on what's important right now and seeing things for what they are. So maybe this is the last illusion of Pisces of, okay, I've been living in a veil of reality, and now it's like, okay, time to move forward. The year of the horse is here. So next we're going to have what Aries full moon would be in Libra. Yeah, we'll do that. All right, my beloveds, you have a great week. I don't know when I'll see you again. Maybe this weekend, maybe not. I'm not sure. I have to check the schedule. And if you want anything, just go ahead and email me at magicrabbittarot@gmail.com. Thank you all for stopping by. I'll do the timestamps later. And you have a great day. And always remember, of course, that you deserve love. Bye.